Today I want to teach you, my love, how to go about manifesting the ultimate physical glow up and how to become utterly magnetic and irresistible. But not only this, my love. I have another very important topic to discuss today with you, which is using manifestation as a tool to change 3D. Can it be done? Of course. Can you get results? Of course. But you're missing out on a lot when you use manifestation as means to an end and not as means to fulfillment now. So let's dive straight into the video, shall we? Okay. First of all, let me say that this video is inspired by one of you. Somebody left a comment the other day under my health video asking how to go about manifesting her lips to be different. Because, so I think she's a follower. I think she listened already to the videos that I put out talking about physical appearance because I saw that she knows what she's supposed to do. But yes, she cannot bring herself to do it. And not only that, she misses out on something very important that, again, I'm going to discuss later on, which is the part of using manifestation as a tool. But anyways, let me start here with the physical appearance. So, my love, first off, let me tell you something. You may think you want your lips to be different. You may think you want your nose to be different. You may think you want your weight to be different. But what you're actually looking for is fulfillment. Is feeling okay in your skin, feeling in love with yourself, feeling in love with your body. This is what you're actually after. And I have great news for you. My love, experiences live inside of you. You do not need for anything to change outside for you to finally feel the way you want to feel. And in her case, I guess she wants to feel beautiful and enough and accepted and all this great stuff, right? She can do it right now, no matter how her lips look like. But as long as she ties her lips to the concept of not being enough or not being beautiful enough, guess what? She's gonna keep on creating this experience. And she ain't gonna let herself off the hook until those lips look different. My love, have you ever noticed, let's say, what happens with people that have a lot of physical enhancements? Have you noticed how they are never satisfied and how they cannot literally stop getting surgery? Let me tell you why this happens, okay? These kind of situations happen when you create your self-esteem and your confidence on things outside of you instead of deciding that you're enough as you are right now. It also happens, I see at least, it is my own observation, okay, with people that get tattoos. They all tell me about the ink fever. So I don't know this because I have no tattoos. I don't have any physical enhancements of any kind. So I don't really understand this. But they always talk about, feeling like they need another tattoo and another one and another one. So I'm not saying that this is bad, my love. Don't get me wrong. But what I do try to explain here is that there's a far better way to go about your confidence in yourself than relying on all these things from the outside. Why? Because, my love, if you are not satisfied with who you are right now, even if you get these enhancements, yeah, you're gonna be satisfied for a while, but then you're gonna revert back to your insatisfaction, which pushes you again to do some other stuff, to get another surgery, to get another tattoo, to get another I don't know what, and so on and so forth, my love. And what you don't realize here is that you're paying a far greater price for it. You're paying with your freedom, because now you're a slave to your own desires. Instead of using your desires to get experiences, you use desires to make you feel okay. I'm not sure if you understand me, but I'm gonna explain even further on. Let me show you my own take on physical appearance and physical appearance changes and how I use the law for it, because I don't use the law as a tool to change a little shit here, a little shit there about myself. Precisely because of this, because if I'm not satisfied, I'm going to revert back to my insatisfaction, which is going to push me to do more, which again is just a vicious cycle. Okay? So how do I do it? Let me tell you again the story of how I lost weight, because this was a big thing for me, okay? So I finally lost weight when I stopped trying to lose weight. And this is the message overall with everything, if you ask me. When you stop trying to get it is when you get it. Be it love, money, physical appearance changes, health, whatever. Why is it this way? It's very easy and it's very logical. My love, as long as you try to get something, you keep it in place. Because you are with your attention there. And going outside of you for answers, far from solving the problem, it keeps it in place. Let me give you an example here again. With nutrition, let's say you want to change your weight. Either you want to lose it or you want to gain more weight, doesn't matter. But if you start going on the outside of you, looking for answers, you're going to find, like, knock and it shall be open unto you. You're going to find all sorts of assumptions, yeah, you're going to bite into. You're going to be hearing about what to eat, what to avoid to eat, what exercises to do, what exercises to stop doing, conflicting information. And far from solving your problem, it makes it more real in your head, my love, because your attention is there. Now, I started losing weight when I stopped trying to lose weight, precisely because I moved my attention from I have a problem to appreciating what I had going on in that moment. So when I lost weight, my love, I had no clue about the love assumption at that time, but somehow instinctively I knew that I'll have to stop doing this to myself, keep myself a hostage to insecurities and feeling horrible about my body. Somehow I knew that I would have to start noticing something different. In my case, my biggest problem back then was my belly. I'm a short girly. For my Americanos, I think I'm 5.1. And for everybody else, I'm 1 meter 58, babes. Like, I'm very short. So any weight gain or weight loss is very visible. And when I gain weight, most of it settles around the belly area. So I was super upset with my belly. All I could see was my belly. Seeing my belly big made me feel like I'm overall ugly and unattractive. And I marinated for a very long time in this state of mind, which blinded me completely from seeing all the nice things about myself. So I digress. When I actually started losing weight was when I stopped obsessing with the belly, with diets, with exercises and all this fucking shit. And when I moved my attention on the things that I did like about myself. Mind you, it was difficult in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, okay? It was difficult, because again, I marinated for months into this mind space of I'm ugly, I'm disgusting, I'm repulsive. But I started small. So one thing that I like about myself, no matter my weight, but especially when I gain weight, is my chest area, okay? Because it gets bigger. So I appreciate that about weight gain, because volume of my chest gets bigger. So I started here. Instead of looking at my belly all the time, I started looking at my chest area. Before I knew, and without forcing myself, I started noticing other stuff about myself that I did like and enjoy. I started seeing my legs. I like big muscular legs, okay? And I like that I have that build no matter what. Even if I don't go to the gym, my legs are very defined. Then I started appreciating that, and before I knew, something else showed up that I don't really remember, and another thing, and before I realized, I fell in love with myself again. At the spot that I was at, with the same kilos, the same build, if you will. So I didn't even realize it was so seamless. And then, because I was with my attention on everything that I loved, I finally got out of my way, and the unfolding of losing weight, could actually happen. And again, I did nothing different because I couldn't afford a gym membership back then. I was recently moved back to Spain, and I needed a lot of money for it. So I really had a very tight budget when it comes to my diet, or I couldn't afford the gym either. But I started losing weight like without changing anything about my diet or without exercising. It was natural, seamless, and beautiful. So leave it in the comments and tell me how you understood everything that I said right now, okay? Can you pinpoint to what I did? I'm gonna give a clue. I started from the premise I'm already who I wanna be. And I didn't even notice, okay? I started from the premise I'm already beautiful. Now let's talk about manifestation used as a tool to get something instead of using it as means to fulfillment. Even Einstein said something along these lines, but he did not realize what he was saying. But basically, he said, logic will take you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. So he's correct. My love, you can have this human approach on things if you want. For example, if you want to lose weight and you have the assumption that in order to lose weight, you have to go to the gym and you have to have a certain diet, you can take this route and you're even gonna get results at some point. But there's a faster way and a far better way. When you start from the premise that you already are the person who loves themselves, who feels great in their body, my love, this journey makes no sense anymore. Maybe you will feel pushed to take some inspired action, because you will. But it's gonna feel so different, my love. Let me give an example here. So the difference between I want to lose weight, so feel unfulfillment, and placing the fulfillment after you do certain things, and starting from the premise that you're fulfilled and doing those things anyways, is that in the first example, you're going to create a journey. You're going the human way around it, like logic from point A to point B. And most often you're going to, while doing this journey, you're going to still feel unsatisfied because, so my love, the journey doesn't exist in the first place. You put it there. Just like obstacles and problems, they don't exist. We put them there. And as long as you consider that right now you're on a journey to becoming the person who you want to be, most often you do this journey feeling unfulfilled. At some point, you're going to change. So, for example, you keep on going to the gym, you have this diet, you give your power away to these external sources, you make gym the source of your fulfillment, you make the food the source of fulfillment. You're going to get some results at some point because you finally start looking at yourself from another premise. Oh, I think I've lost some weight. Oh, I think I look better. But it's you doing this. It's not the gym itself. It's not the food. You just gave your power away to these gods. You made gym your god. And then you create these rules for yourself, these hoops that you'll have to jump through if you want to get to point B. Now, what happens when you use manifestation as it's intended to? So instead of creating a journey to go on and putting your fulfillment at the end of exercising, at the end of dieting, and instead of that, you just accept that you already are perfect as you are right now. I love this will take you everywhere. And this is the paradox. Your desire is going to be finally heard and the unfolding has room to take place as well. So the person leaving the comment on her lips, she didn't reply. I think she didn't like what I said to her. That instead of wanting her lips to be different, why doesn't she just start accepting herself as she is? I think she didn't understand the message here, my love. And it's perfectly fine. Do you see how you rob yourself of your power when postpone feeling great with yourself now and keep on waiting for those lips to be different so you can finally allow yourself to feel different? This is a very meek way, I don't even know how to call it, but this is a very small-minded way to use the law, my love. You're missing out. You're so powerful, really. When you place these conditions in place, you place bars to your jail. You're still in jail. You're still a slave to your desires. And again, these desires always change, my love. Like, again, maybe this time around you don't like your lips. Let's say you fix that. You feel pushed to do something about it, or maybe it's not going to come in form of you wanting to get enhancements. Maybe it's going to come in the form of you finding a way to paint your lips in such a way that you like it and they harmonize better with your face. But as long as you keep yourself on the hook, waiting for those lips to change so you can finally allow yourself to feel beautiful, my love, you're giving your power away. You're using the law, but in a very superficial way, and you can do better. You can do a lot better than this. Again, starting from the premise you already are who you want to be may push you towards taking some action, or maybe no action at all, just like I said in the previous video. Inspired action can be no action at all. Hear me out when I say this. But it doesn't matter. What matters is, my love, don't trade your fulfillment and satisfaction in the now. Don't postpone it and place it after you do some shit. I mean, you can go that route again, but I'm telling you, there's a far better way. Because along this journey that you create for yourself, you're going to feel unfulfilled. And then there's another thing that's going to rise. Because we change all the time. Our desires change all the time. At some point, I wanted cats. Now I don't want to have cats anymore. It's okay. Your desires morph and change. Because they're fuel for life, for growth, for all of this nice stuff. But when you approach manifestation from this human perspective, from the A to B perspective, you're always going to be unfulfilled. Again, this month maybe you don't like your lips. Next month you ain't going to like your nose. The other month you ain't going to like, I don't know what. So you're forever on this hamster wheel of fixing 3D and not actually living life. Do you understand how much you're missing out on? Miracles start at acceptance. And I'm not telling you to force yourself to like what you don't like. None of that. What I'm telling you is, instead of looking for all these things that you don't like and make you feel ugly or unfulfilled or not enough, I'm sure there are things about you that are beautiful as they are, that are complete as they are. Start looking in that direction. You know what comes to mind right now? And I don't use Bible and in my teachings for a reason. I have very mixed feelings with that book, okay? But what comes to mind right now is the example of Jesus and the fisherman. The fishermen spent all their night and they caught nothing. And then Jesus comes around and says, you know what, launch your nets on the right side. What does it mean? It means like you're looking in the wrong direction. Just look in the right direction. Look for all the things that you do like instead. That's instantaneous, my love. Maybe your lips ain't gonna change on the spot. But you know what's gonna change you? And this is the biggest shit ever. And as a consequence of you already being fulfilled, now the unfolding of what you want can also happen. In my case, it was losing the weight without even trying or thinking about it. And in your case, I don't know. Because I cannot tell you if your lips are gonna get bigger or better. Or what I can tell you is that if you're fulfilled now, you're gonna start seeing your lips nicer or better as well. And as a consequence of that, my love, things will change. Things can change. Let me give another example here of placing your awareness on something and things changing only by observation alone. I have my hair to show for that. And people that have worked with me know, because I shared pictures. When I was a kid, I did not have curly hair. And I liked curly hair. I always obligated my hair to be curly through different methods. But you know, when it really changed and the change was here to stay, when I started observing curls. Without trying to make anything happen, I just observed curls. Oh, I have a little curl here, little curl there. When I was in this state of mind of my hair is curly, I also felt inspired to do things for curly hair. I found the ball method. Girlies wouldn't know what I'm talking about. And I started doing that, or I started taking care of my hair in a different way, which enhanced the already present curls, right? Or my chest area. Let me tell you, my girls were not always big, okay? But this is where I go to every time that I want to feel good about myself. So I'm observing the girls being big, so they're getting bigger. Do you understand? So I cannot tell you the outcome. What I can tell you is that the most instantaneous outcome of all, going from the logic mentality to imagination mentality, yeah? Or using the law as it's actually intended to be used, is that things are going to be instantaneous. Girl, so the person that left the comment did not reply, maybe because she didn't like what I said to her, but she didn't understand. But let me tell you, are you telling me that some lips changing form, it's a lot better than you feeling fulfilled and okay and super amazing in your body now? Girl, you're missing out on a lot, I'm telling you. Because, again, you're gonna get those lips the way you want them to be. But then, if you build your confidence on things on the outside of you, or if you tie up your confidence on things outside of you, there's always gonna be something else that's not okay, not complete, that you will wanna fix, that you will wanna change. So again, you're on this rat race, on the hamster wheel all the time. You're not living life. You set up a construction site. Always fixing, changing. Girl, live life. Acceptance is so important. And also, acceptance doesn't mean that you agree with things. You can accept something and still want to change, okay? Acceptance means just, I stop fighting with the circumstances. I stop fighting with my own self. And when you stop fighting, now you're free, your hands are free to grab onto what you want, yeah? To do what you want, to be who you want to be. But when you're busy fighting, your mind is clouded, my love. And again, you constantly create this experience of not being enough, not being fulfilled. Just like my piggies right now, yeah? Yelling for food that I just gave to them. But anyways, need nothing and you have everything. Just think about this. Sleep on this idea. You already are everything that you're dreaming of. And the only thing that you need, my love, is to accept that. And once you do, oh my God. You know what? I'm going to let you come and tell me in the comment section once you do this and your life starts taking off, okay? I think I've said enough for today. And talk to you soon. You're beautiful already, babes. Just see it. Just see it. Please see it. There's nothing you have to do to earn that. Bye-bye.